On this day, the 10th of August, a blow has been struck against the Illuminist movement's provenance, which is the Armageddon conspiracy website. For this act of aggression we hold the public face of Hyperianism, aka Morgue, solely culpable, and we, the advocates of Illuminism, are prepared to wage a lengthy psychodigital war of attrition against him that will, inevitably, lead to his debasement and eventual downfall as the head of Hyperianism. For those who still remain oblivious and unaware of the prevalent matters of fact within the community, which has now evidently turned into a cult of personality, Hyperianism was to be nothing more than a front for popularizing and spreading the divine knowledge of Illuminism, which includes, but is not limited to ontological mathematics, Jungian psychology and the revolutionary political system known as meritocracy, presented within the God series authored by Mike Hockney. Morgue stands accused of betraying the Illuminist cause on the counts of 1. Deception by withholding vital information as to the true origin of the Hyperianist ideology's core body of philosophical, political, psychological and mathematical work from his audiences. 2. Impersonation by acts of systemic and gross plagiarism, or by shamelessly passing off someone else's, in this case Mike Hockney's, work as his own without giving due credit for his brilliant work. 3. Reputation besmirchment, or poisoning the well by directing false accusations of bigotry and prejudice against the Illuminist movement and its advocates. 4. Larceny, or the acquisition of wealth procured under false pretenses. 5. Counter-revolutionary actions by castrating the revolutionary potential of the Illuminist movement via hijacking and tarnishing its Hyperianist front with sheepish liberalism and shallow identitarianism. 6. Engaging in anti-altruistic, unethical and egocentrist behavior at the expense and to the detriment of the movement, including its members as a whole, only for the sake of satisfying his vain, personal ego trip, and, finally, on the account of all the aforementioned follies. 7. Perjury, or breaking of oath, by failing to uphold, honor and live up to the Hyperian oath, wherein it is explicitly stated, I am guided by logic and reason. Through these acts, Morgue, and anyone who still continues to support and enable him even after being faced with the relevant facts and the reality of the situation, has made it abundantly clear to all the conscious people who adhere to the call of reason and who are witnessing this debacle, that he is not only unwilling to set the needs and well-being of others in front of his own for the greater good, but also incapable of serving the best interests of those he is supposed to be responsible for. This makes him, and anyone left enabling him, not only a morally reprehensible person, but also mentally unfit to fulfill the vision, to realize the idea, which Hyperianism was ultimately meant to seize, but which Illuminism still vehemently stands for. All this in addition to exemplifying his unsuitability to present, let alone engage with anything even remotely related to Hockney's system of ontological mathematics. Until Morgue addresses the accusations made against him in David Sinclair's book, Without the Mob, There Is No Circus, and does the only right thing, we will stop at nothing until we see him cast into the bowels of the earth to be pecked by birds, either by his own volition or by force. We will infiltrate his chat rooms, we will exploit each and every wrong move he makes to the fullest, and we will hit him where it hurts. Ad disastra. Hail New Era.
Ihr werdet hungern. Wehe euch, die ihr jetzt lacht. Wehe euch,